The third part is very good.
The final part, the final denouement has to be a bit of rice, a bit of curd.
I entirely agree. It's healthy to do that. If you have taken all other things and then you're going to take little rice and curd, yogurt in the end, it's very healthy actually. It's healthy for your stomach. The yogurt is very healthy. It's very soothing. I think it's a very good thing to do that.
Buttermilk is obviously better than the curd.
Buttermilk is unlimited because no, curd is also good, but buttermilk quantity is more. So it will fill your stomach. Very few calories. You can take unlimited, how much ever you want.
What kind of dessert you prescribe as a doctor?
What kind of?
What kind of dessert?
Dessert. Well, even there, it's see, whichever dessert you take, you're going to add some sugar or sugar substitute or something other. It's not a dessert. So ideally, take fruit instead of dessert. That will be one. Number two, if you want to take the dessert, take small quantities. Small portion size you reduce. You don't have to take a whole bowl of paisam. Take a few spoons of paisam. That also will give you the sweet.
Mixing fruit with paisam.
Yeah.
So you already recommended that this replacement of the 5% of carbohydrate
Yes.
with plant protein.
Yeah.
So you are your preference is only the plant protein, or so you also recommend the this
Animal protein.
Animal protein.
Yeah, so I mean, if you tell non-vegetarians only take plant protein, they are not going to eat it, isn't it? They say, I like my fish, I like my egg. We have shown it's good, so there's nothing wrong in it. But for vegetarians, you go and take fish and egg, they are not going to take. So we leave the thing. Plant protein comes higher in the hierarchy. Next to that, close behind is egg and fish. Next, and dairy protein. Then comes chicken and all, and lowest is the red meat. So that is a priority. You choose which you want, and one day you can have this, one day you can have something else.
I think the important point we're trying to make is that these are general principles, but what you follow should be what you like. Okay, and we are telling you this is healthy, this is not healthy. Doesn't mean everybody has to do something. Everybody has to take rice, everybody has to take wheat, everybody has to take millet. No. If you like wheat, how to take your wheat? Okay, add something to it. Increase your protein intake. Restrict the number of rotis that you're taking, etc. etc. Doesn't mean you have to become a hermit and live off air. That's not what we're saying. We're telling you add a little curd to it, add a little pulse to it. So how to manage your diet is what, and still stay healthy, is the general idea. We're not saying this has to be done now. Preferences change. If you are a non-vegetarian, please go ahead and take your fish. That will limit your egg or fish or something. Perhaps you can limit your red meat intake. So those kinds of recommendations are what we are giving.
And the other thing about protein intake is whichever protein you take, whether it is animal protein, plant protein, it's very filling. If you take protein for breakfast, you won't feel hungry at lunchtime at all. So your rice quantity will automatically come down. If you take only carbohydrate for breakfast, only idli dosa, nothing else, no protein, nothing else, you will feel hungry by 11 o'clock itself. By 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you will overeat because you are so hungry. So protein has that advantage also. Apart from making you strong, muscles, sarcopenia won't come, your muscle strength, everything makes you stronger, we'll win more medals in Olympic Games, all that is there. Apart from that, it also fills up your stomach. You don't feel hungry, which no carbohydrate can do.
So one last question about this policy decisions.
Yeah.
So because policy decision is because you are suggesting that you reduce the staple foods like wheats and rice, because the farmers are producing huge quantity of these kind of staple foods. So if you reduce the food, the farmers will not agree with you, isn't it?
No,
so that is
I
one
think
of the reasons.
that's not
so
that's not the solution. See, what we are saying is, if you see, we are talking about healthy things, fruits, vegetables, natural foods, which today is too expensive for the common man. Okay, man, they have to eat more apple, more guava, more green leafy vegetables, more things that they have to eat. They are not eating because it is too costly for them. If subsidies can be given to the people, just now because GST was reduced, you saw how much goodwill there is because GST has been, many things have become much cheaper now. Similarly, on foods, healthy foods, if you give subsidies, encouragement, to the farmers. They will produce more, they will make more profit, but at the same time the price is controlled. People will start eating it, and therefore the health of the nation will improve. If you just keep giving rice and all the PDS thing, they'll eat that only, and that is not very healthy. So give less of that. Why don't you give some pulses along with that? Give so much rice, but also give pulses. People will eat it. Okay. So that is what we mean by policy
These
change.
farmers, big farmers are already getting the subsidies. That is the problem. They are already creating, they are producing the staple food with subsidies.
No, what about the fruits and vegetables?
That's where it's
Yeah,
not
that's
there.
what's there.
And sir, decreasing 5% of carbohydrate consumption is not going to affect the economy of the nation at all. So that's all we are
This is
saying.
more for individual.
So you recommend for the subsidies, isn't it?
Of course, yes.
For good, healthy foods,
Healthy foods like
proteins, pulses,
Fruits and
legumes,
vegetables.
fruits, vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables. Fruit should become cheap. It must be so cheap that anybody can eat.
Even the agriculture farmers are being trained not to grow only one crop all the time in soil. The soil nutrition gets depleted. So they always give the crop rotation. So it is good that they keep rotating, and then definitely we can produce all varieties. It's not just rice and wheat alone the farmers earn profit. That's something we have to think about.
Okay. Ah, yes. Correct. Not a saccharide. Okay, okay. So the question is raw sugar better or karupati and the vellam, the jaggery, that kind of thing? Obviously, white sugar is the worst. So if you have jaggery, the other kind of brownish sugars, they are little better because their fiber content is slightly higher. But all sugar is sugar only. Once it gets into the body, convert ஆகி போயிடும். Non-diabetic நீங்க சொன்னா correct. Okay, sugarக்கு பதிலா brown sugar சாப்பிட்டா is it good or jaggery சாப்பிட்டா it is good என்றது correct. Diabetic patient வந்து jaggery சாப்பிட்டாலும் sugar will go. Already sugar is very high. Any sugar you take it will go very high. So better to avoid all sugars. But between the two, white sugar is worse. It gets absorbed much more fast.
so one more last question.
Yeah.
This hereditary issues is there. Isn't
Yes.
it? So this most of the diabetes are hereditary issues.
Not most, I would say 40% of the risk is due to genes, 60% is due to environment, which includes diet, physical inactivity, stress, lack of sleep. All these is 60%. 40% is genetics. Why we don't talk about genetics is we cannot change the genetics.
Yeah.
If father and mother is there, you're already born. What can you do now? No, you cannot change your father and mother. So therefore, only thing you can do is change the environment, which plays a very big role. Now, if genes were that important, if genetics was that important, you will never be able to reverse diabetes, you will never be able to prevent diabetes. That is not the case. All studies have shown pre-diabetes, you start walking, reduce little carbohydrate, calories, reduce little weight, you can either reverse the diabetes or prevent pre-diabetes from becoming diabetic. That has been shown again and again. That itself shows that genes is not totally responsible. If it is 100% genes, whatever you do, you are going to get diabetes. Nothing you can do. You are destined to, you are cursed. It's not like that. 40% only is genes. 60% is environment. So we have a lot in our hands. That is why studies like this become very important. And we are not suggesting drastic changes. Suppose we had said everybody stop eating rice, everybody stop eating wheat. That is not practical. As you say, how can it? It will never happen. We are saying 5%. 5% is enough. Nobody has said this. To my knowledge, nobody in India has ever said that 5% you change and you can get dramatic results. It's very good news for us. The change is minimal, little bit. ஓடும்போது ரைஸ் கொஞ்சம் குறைச்சிருங்க, அந்த 5% ஞாபகம் வச்சுங்க, கொஞ்சம் குறைச்சிட்டு மற்றெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ஆட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஸோ யூ ஒன்ட் ஃபீல் ஹங்க்ரி ஆல்சோ பிகாஸ் யூர் ஆடிங் ஆல் அதர் திங்ஸ். இதை கொஞ்சம் குறைக்க சொல்கிறேன், அவ்வளோதான். ஓகே, ரைட். தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச் ஃபார் இன்டயாப் ஸ்டடின்னு சொல்கிறது உலகத்திலேயே நீரிழிவு நோயில் செய்யப்பட்ட மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு ஆராய்ச்சின்னு சொல்லுவோம். கவர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் இந்தியா, இந்தியன் கவுன்சில் ஆஃப் மெடிக்கல் ரிசர்ச் ஃபண்ட் பண்ண அந்த ஸ்டடி 15 வருஷமாக அந்த ஸ்டடி போயின்னு இருக்கு. அது பல டைமில் பல ஆர்டிகல்ஸ் பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஆனால் இன்னைக்கு புதுசாக என்ன பப்ளிஷ் ஆகிருக்குதுன்னா நேச்சர் மெடிசன் சொன்னால் உலகத்திலேயே நம்பர் 1 நம்பர் 2ல வரும். சயின்டிஃபிக் ஆர்டிகல்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா நேச்சர் மெடிசன்ல வந்ததுன்னா அது ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு ரெக்கக்னிஷன். இந்தியாவில இருந்து நேச்சர் மெடிசன்ல வர்றதே ரொம்ப ரேர். ஸோ அங்கே வந்து அவங்க பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. என்ன பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்கன்னா, நம்ம ஆகாரம் என்ன சாப்பிட்றோம், தமிழ்நாடு மாத்திரம் இல்லை, இந்தியா பூரம் மாநிலம் ஸ்டேட் பை ஸ்டேட் பார்த்துட்டு ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியாலையும் என்ன சாப்பிட்றாங்க, அந்த சாப்பாடுக்கும் non-communicable diseases சொன்னா நீரிழிவு நோய், இரத்த கொதிப்பு, கொலஸ்ட்ராலு, உடல் பருமன் அதிகமாக இருக்கிறது, ஒபேசிட்டி, இதெல்லாம் தான் non-communicable disease. கேன்சர் நாங்கள் ஸ்டடி பண்ணல, மற்ற மெட்டபாலிக் non-communicable diseasesக்கும் ஆகாரத்துக்கும் என்ன கனெக்ஷன் அப்படின்னு ஸ்டடி பண்ணிட்டு இந்தியா பூரா ஒரே ஸ்டடியில கண்டுபிடிச்சது இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டடி இதுதான், ICMR INDIAB ஸ்டடி. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு தான் அந்த நேச்சர் மெடிசன்ல அது பப்ளிஷ் ஆகும். ஸோ என்ன முக்கியமான ஹெட்லைன் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இந்தியா பூரா, சவுத் இந்தியா மாத்திரம் இல்லை, நார்த் சவுத் ஈஸ்ட் வெஸ்ட் சென்ட்ரல் நார்த் ஈஸ்ட் எங்க போனாலும் நார்த் ஈஸ்ட்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த கார்போஹைட்ரேட் அதிகமா சாப்பிட்டா, ரைஸா இருந்தாலும்